In other news, watchers say the short-lived rebellion of the Wagner Group has put a dent in Putin's reputation. Our Choi Min-jung explains what this means for the war in Ukraine.
Over the weekend, Russian leader Vladimir Putin saw one of the most serious challenges to his authoritarian rule to date. Wagner Group mercenaries who were proceeding rapidly toward Moscow suddenly halted their advance on Sunday after their safety was guaranteed under a deal allegedly mediated by Belarus. Although bloodshed was avoided, analysts say Putin was left looking diminished.
I think Putin emerges from this significantly weakened. I think if you're a member of the Russian elite, or in fact a member of the Russian population, you're going to look at this and think, wow, a private army just drove on Moscow for most of the day. No one stopped them, and they're allowed to leave and no real consequences.
One analyst says that the march is a win for Ukraine, as Russia's military leadership will not know which paramilitary troops will be trusted to put into the fight against Ukraine.
Easiest and clearest conclusion, though, out of everything that we've witnessed is that Ukraine is on the winning end of this equation. Russia is in turmoil from the political leadership, the military leadership at the senior echelons don't know who to trust.
The Wagner Group has left for Belarus, but much remains unclear as to what will happen to the group and its leader, Yevgeny Prigozhin.
For Wagner, this looks like it might be the end. I would think a lot of people, including Putin, will be rather angry with what we saw here. And Putin often holds a grudge. Him being dead, in a few weeks or months is also not out of the question, and many options in between.
U.S. President Joe Biden and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky held talks over the phone on Sunday to discuss the revolt. Zelensky told Biden that the rebellion had exposed the weakness of Putin's regime. The Wagner Group threatened the Russian leadership over the weekend by getting within 200 kilometers of Moscow before turning back. It had accused Russia of mishandling the war in Ukraine and opening fire on its troops. Choi Min-jung, Arirang News.